Welcome back to another episode of 10/8 TV. I'm Dana Judge. In this month's episode of 10/8, we are changing things up. Fraud and scams are on the rise every day, and many of your friends and relatives in Sarasota County are the victims. I got the facts from the sergeant of our Economic Crimes Unit so that we can learn how to spot the scam. Sergeant Friday, we are so glad you're here to help us understand what goes on in the community with scams. And I know that we would all like to think that we would never fall for any of these scams, but so many people do. Can you just tell us about how many people in our community have fallen for some types of scams?
So I can give you kind of numbers from last year because obviously we're still in 2024. But in 2023, the Sheriff's Office, so Sarasota County, we took in just over 1,200 reports of fraud, and that covers everything from scams and embezzlements and things like that. But yeah, we took in 1,200, and so my unit, Economics Crime Unit, of those 1,200, we worked, I believe it's right around 470 of them.
Wow, how quickly does that add up? How much money is that is paid out in scams?
So it's a big number. So during that calendar year of 2023, Sarasota residents lost $14.2 million. If you want a scarier fact, as of currently, almost year to date, we're already at $14 million for 2024.
So already over.
We're already over what we did last year. We live in a what I like to call a target-rich environment. Fraud does not focus on one age group, one demographic. It covers everybody because, quite honestly, the fraudsters, they honestly don't care.
All right. So because I will look at myself and I'll think, oh, I'm probably not the target because I think it's probably somebody, maybe they're taking advantage of older people. But you're saying that's not true, and I very well could be a target. I know there's different names for all these scams. If you can tell us about a couple of them and kind of explain how they work.
Sure. So I'll kind of highlight two, okay? Kind of two that we probably see a lot here in Sarasota County. The first one is the tech scam or the tech support scam. You're on your computer and lo and behold, you get this pop-up, right? It says, your computer is infected with something, or you've been on a website you shouldn't have been on. So call this number and we'll take care of you. And they'll even use Microsoft, they'll use McAfee, they'll use Norton, all those names that people know, right? Oh my gosh, that must be what's going on.
So it sounds legit.
It sounds legit. It sounds legit. And what happens is you call this number and you get someone who absolutely will sound 100% legit. They're gonna tell you, go here or there and enter this number. So what they're getting you to do is open up what's called remote access software. So what they're having you enter is an IP address. So now they're in your computer and they have you, they can see everything that you have open, all the things that you can do on your computer, they can now do. And then from there, it can take a couple of different routes. They'll have you go buy gift cards, they'll have you go pull cash and wire money, they'll have you do cryptocurrency, which cryptocurrency right now is on a very big uptick because of its instantaneous
and virtually untraceable. The other most common scam in our area, jury scams.
It plays on fear. You get a call from someone claiming to be law enforcement. They have a very believable script and says, hey, this is Detective, Sergeant, Lieutenant so-and-so with the Sarasota County Sheriff's Office, and you have a warrant for your arrest because you missed jury duty. And they have this elaborate script that they use. Again, now you're locked in fear. How can I have a warrant? So what our scammers will do is generally they will not let you off the phone, right? They want to keep you in that fear, right? And they'll tell you, again, this usually the same, once the scam is hooked, how the money moves is usually how it goes. So again, it can be gift cards, it can be cryptocurrency, and then once you get off the phone, you're like, wait a minute, did I really, how would I have a warrant? I can tell you for a fact, I've been doing this for almost 20 years. Never has the Sheriff's Office taken Apple gift cards to get you out of a warrant, and generally, we don't call you to let you know you have a warrant. We just kind of show up.
We learned that scammers use emotions to get to you, using fear to scare you, greed to convince you of something too good to be true, and one we didn't cover, love, because people will do anything for someone they love. Next episode, we'll tell you what you should do if you fall for a scam.